up, people tell kids that girls and boys are equal, and that's true in some cases, but it's not always true. Communication is a vital part of our society, whether it's talking face-to-face or communication through technology. Style, pattern, and differences are key points in looking at the communication gap between the genders. There are many stereotypes when it comes to men and women's style of communications. Let's start by looking at the different styles between women. Women have a different and distinct way of communicating. They talk with subtle and softer approaches to conversations. They show a softer side to giving demands instead of harsh and direct statements. Many say we do this because we share emotion through communicating by saying how we feel and what we are thinking. With this being said, I'm not saying men can't communicate through emotions. It's just mainly seen in conversations with women. According to the article titled Loop System, we tend to punctuate the conversation with affirmative noises, for instance, uh-huh and okay. This is letting you know that she's concentrating and listening to what's being said. Men are quite the opposite though when it comes to communicating. Men have a harsh and direct way of communicating in general. Most of the time they aren't aware of how things sound and how it affects the person they're talking to. Action is the best way to get a man to communicate. The study shows that when men have more of a conversation when they're working on a project together, they build a better relationship while they are working on this one task. When talking in a conversation, men prefer to sit quiet and wait for the person to be done talking. They think this shows that they're focused on what's being said. While there are many different styles of communication between men and women, key factors stand out. Emotions being the biggest difference between the way men and women communicate. Women show that they have emotions and they talk on a softer side of approaching the conversation. Men are short in conversation and don't bring much emotion into it. Men talk with harsh and direct statements and are a get the job done type of conversation. While the list could go on and on, men and women have shown the same patterns throughout time and will probably continue to do the same.